Alright guys, today's Friday. Yesterday when I was at work, I started feeling sick, so I went home and early in the morning, slept pretty much the rest of the day. When I woke up, I was running a pretty high fever. So I called the local VA hospital and they advised that I go into the ER. By the time I got to the ER, I had a fever of 104.2, and so they pushed 2 bags of fluids and they're doing a COVID test. But from all the symptoms, it looks like I might actually have COVID. So probably not going to be much of a video this week for Sunday Fun Day. I do have some stuff from the actual week that I'm going to post. It's a little bit different kind of video that I'm going to do that I might start doing. I'll tell you about that here in a little bit. But so I feel like a bag of ass. Everything hurts. One thing I've noticed is that I have carpal tunnel, and that has been worse. And I've got some sort of a nerve impaction in my left shoulder as well, and that is worse. So I think I've just got some extra inflammation because of running a fever all the time. So I've been on a healthy schedule of Tylenol to keep the fever down. About every 4 hours it comes back, and I take more Tylenol, and that's keeping it down. So wish me luck, and hopefully in a few days I'll be back to ranching. So got a lot of work I wanted to get done this weekend. I don't know how much of it's going to get done though, so probably none of it. So alright, whether this is COVID or not, like I said, I'm feeling pretty rough. So alright, see you guys later. Well, I woke up this morning feeling quite a bit better, so I think I'm going to go get some work done out here. I missed a bunch of spots, like I said I thought I did when I was spraying. And I've got a pretty good kill on everything I hit. Check all this out. It's just on the side of the road. Look how wilted all this stuff is. That's pretty cool. And I haven't even sprayed this from this side of the road yet. That's just from getting it from that side, from the pasture side. So very happy with that grazing on kill so far. So I think what I'm going to do here this morning, while it's still kind of cool, I'll try to go ahead and hit all the stuff that I missed. I've got, like I said, a good kill on everything, so I can kind of see where all those little buttercup flowers are that I'm trying to get rid of. I was just reading an article the other day, by the way. You know, this isn't just about trying to kill weeds or whatever, but those buttercup flowers, when they're bloomed out, they're actually poisonous to cows. So it can cause like respiratory distress and stuff, I think is what it was saying. So that's no good. That's why we need to get rid of them. But so I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but I can see there's like a little stripe of them right here where I didn't quite overlap my sprays. But it's all right though. We'll go hit it again. Again, look at all this, just wilted and dying. I love to see that. And again, I haven't even actually hit this from the roadside to get a good kill on it. There's poison ivy down there, lots of it. I need to get all that killed because I hate that stuff. So this morning, while it's cool, we're gonna go try and get that done. At least I can get something done this weekend. I'm out for a walk. My sister's a nurse. She recommended it. So she said it's bad for your lungs to just sit around or not be used, basically. So just get up, go move your feet, move your legs, and work everything a little bit. So here I am, about 6:30 or so in the morning, taking a little walk. So there you go, sis. Alright, let's put some better shoes on. I'm wearing flip-flops and go get a little bit of work done. So this is where I got stuck the first time the other day. It's kind of interesting, but you can see the line right there. That's where I started spraying again, after my neighbor came and got me out. So, see all these? This is still the same buttercup flower, but it's lost all of its petals, starting to shrivel up and die. And then I missed those big weeds there. But see how these still look fine? It's because they didn't get sprayed. And you can see over on this side, that line there, that's where I turned the sprayer off before I tried to go through those ruts, knowing that I might get stuck. So you can see kind of the line there, everything back behind it's starting to die. And then there's a little patch right here of everything's untouched, and from here on forward everything's dying again. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I hit this with the hand sprayer real quick just to get it killed. So I got one more pass up here, and then it looks like I didn't quite get up on the barn over here, so I think I'm gonna swing around and hit that with the hand sprayer real quick, and then I'll be done for the day. So easy peasy, nothing to it, just a couple hours. So it's getting hot though, so I'm gonna go take a shower, relax. Today's Sunday, makes day 4 of being sick with whatever this is. Still no positive results on the COVID test, or any results for that matter. Seems more and more like that's what it is though. As my sister recommended, I'm out for a little walk. Decided to walk all the way down to the creek today. It's I don't know, probably 400 yards one way, so 800 yards. I guess it's almost a kilometer. It's embarrassing though, walking at this pace as a Marine. It's making me out of breath. Beautiful morning. I think I'll sit down and catch my breath, and then I got to get my cows moved out of where they're at. They're running out of grass over there. I know they are. I haven't really had a chance to look at it in a couple days, but I know there wasn't enough for them to be in there for too long, but they're probably about done with it. So we'll move them into pasture down there below the hay barn. And just for now, for a day or two. And it looks like even if I'm not COVID positive, I'm not going back to work on Monday. Not with a fever like this and not feeling this bad. So I don't have a fever right now, I should specify. I did when I woke up though, about an hour ago, and took Tylenol, knocked it down. It takes 20-30 minutes for that to take effect. And it was low grade. It was only like 100.7 or something like that. It's not bad. Now yesterday I did spike up to 103 there for just a little bit, and had to take some extra ibuprofen in order to get it back down. I was a little bit worried about it there for a little bit. Took Tylenol, and 30-45 minutes later it was still climbing. It started out at like 101 or something like that. Okay, no big deal. Tylenol. I wasn't feeling better yet, and checked it again. It was like 102. I was like, well, dang. I waited about 15-20 minutes. Checked again. It was 103. Well, crap. So I called my sister, the nurse, who's recommended these walks in the morning. That's why I'm out here doing this. Plus, I like looking at my dead plants. Isn't that great? Gazon's good stuff. She said to give it a full hour though, and then take some ibuprofen. She doesn't recommend that for COVID. I'm not quite sure why. Something about ibuprofen, and it's not good for COVID, I guess. I don't know. She's the nurse, not me, so I listened to her. Waited an hour, and she said if it was above 102 still, to take 2 of them. So I had taken a cold shower just to knock the heat down a little bit, and by an hour later it was my temp on mine. It's a little surface thing that you put on your head, a thermometer. It was back up to like 102.8 or something like that. And so I took 400 milligrams ibuprofen, and then that took about 40 minutes, and finally got the fever back down, and I've kept it down ever since. I've been a little bit more proactive with the Tylenol since then. I try to make sure every 4 hours whether I'm feeling feverish or not. Check out all this dead stuff. All this vine. Love it. That seems to be helping. Yeah, they even got that locust tree. That's cool. More locust trees hurting. It's good. That's poison ivy. It's all dying. I think I showed you guys all that yesterday. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'm going to go try to move cows. It should be a fairly easy move. This one's not complicated. I really wanted to get my cows back from across the creek. We may get some rain next week that could mess me up. right now. The creek's perfect, so I don't think it's going to happen right now, though. I just don't have the energy for it. I feel pretty good this morning. I slept good 2 nights in a row, but not last night, but the night before. I had to I woke up at like 1 o'clock and had a fever, so I had to take more Tylenol, knock my fever down, and then I slept good for the rest of the night after that. And then last night, I stayed up kind of late. I was watching a UFC 250. That was a crazy fight card. Anyway, and so that happened to be perfectly, that was 4 hours after the last time I had taken my Tylenol, so took another one right before I went to bed. And slept through the night all at once. I did have to get up once to pee because I've been chugging water like crazy. Water and Gatorade, plenty of electrolytes, don't worry. Doing it right. So, okay, well, it's cool. I'll go open a gate over here. Make sure the other gates are all closed off correctly. And move the cows onto some new grass because they're going to be ready for it. Look at this little miscreant. On the wrong side of the fence, bud. Hopefully I can get over there and open that gate and get him back in. I don't know how well that's going to work. Let's find out. Well, he just ran straight through the fence right there, like it was nothing. He's back in, so this piece of junk. Well, okay, problem solved. I'll close that gate before I forget, and we'll see about shoring this fence up a little bit, I guess. That's the problem with all these trees in the fence. It's hard to tell what it actually looks like. Well, he walked through right here. He just went right in between those 2 strands, like it was nothing. And they are spaced a little bit too far apart. So, okay. Note to self. Oh yeah, see, this one's all stretched open right here. He's just been out on walkabout. So, yeah, that's a huge hole. Calf fit through that, no problem. And see, the trees are all holding it up and stuff. So I got to kill all these dang trees. Okay, I gotta go close that gate. Cows are funny. Stand right here and stare at me through the fence. The gate's open. All I gotta do is walk around. I'll go call them here in a minute. So I changed my mind from the first thing I just told you while I was out walking. I said I was gonna put them back, but in front of me, but behind you guys. Down below the hay barn. But I remember I was reading on the label that graze on, it says that it'll make poisonous plants more palatable to cows, and it'll make them eat them more, or it can anyway. And those pastures that I just sprayed all have a bunch of these buttercups in them, and the buttercups are poisonous to them. So they're all starting to wilt and die, but they're still green and they're still there, and if they're palatable, they'll eat them. So I need to give it a little bit longer so that those get good and dead. That way the cows won't try to eat them. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to put them over here in what used to be an alfalfa field. And I'm just going to open them up in here, and we'll leave them open to the other side of this pasture that they've been in. Here they come, they're excited. I've been on my neighbor's advice. Freaking locust trees. I hate them things. Every time I move them or give them feed or hay or anything, I just call at them, and it's embarrassing. I'm not going to do it on YouTube, not right now anyway. But so I just pulled up here to the gate and called to them, and here they come. So it's working pretty good. It hasn't taken them long to figure it out. They'll get over here to me though, and then I'll just walk through and show them the hole, and they should walk right through and find it. And they'll still be open to all this pasture back here at their end. But if we look at it though, they've eaten everything they're going to eat out of this pretty much. They're just kind of scrounging at this point. It's been a few days longer. I'd meant to move them a few days ago. But I've been sick, felt terrible. So today feeling better. Let's switch the camera around and give you a better look at that grass. See if any of them get real excited. Seven's looking like she has some energy back. None of them are too energetic. Sometimes they jump and kick and frolic all around as soon as they get in the new pasture, but not so much today. Boy, look at all the flies. I need to get back out here and spray them. Maybe I'll go get my rub and stretch that across here. Number 18's got pink eye. Oh, number 18 looks like might have pink eye in both eyes. That's not good. Have to catch that one and work it soon. Alright. See how number 18 almost ran straight into me? I mean, he's probably not seeing very well if it's got pink eye in both eyes. May not have been able to see me real well. So, alright, they're happy. They got plenty of food now. Alright, let's go look at this grass. So, to look out over it all here, it still looks fairly tall. Come on guys, you can do it. But it's actually not though. So the stuff that they're going to eat, if we look actually kind of down in it, you know, they've eaten all this down to the ground pretty much. So there's maybe an inch or two of grass left, which it's not what I wanted to do. It's too much. They ate too much off of it. And I mean, it's my fault for not moving them soon enough, but kind of extenuating circumstances this weekend. I was down for the count for a few days and barely been on my feet yesterday and this morning, and I gotta be real careful not to get overheated or dehydrated out here. You know, I'm already fighting off something. Still don't know what it is, like I said, but not good. So what would that have been? Friday, I was too weak, couldn't breathe well enough, still feverish all the time. Even the Tylenol was just keeping me at a real low-grade fever, 99 to 100 or so. Wasn't actually taking it all the way down yet. So now, last time I took my temperature before I came out here, which I always do, it was 98.6, so perfect. And the time before that it was 98 even. The time before that it was 98.5. So I feel good about that. So I should be good for the next few hours. But if I don't stay on Tylenol every 4 hours, the fever snaps right back. It's amazing how persistent it is. I've never been sick with anything that's had a fever that's this persistent for this long. But got a few stragglers, they'll figure it out. So what I was doing when they were looking at me through the fence in there, I was just riding around checking that fence, making sure all the perimeter fence there was secure. Had a wire gate, or like a panel gate over there that I knew wasn't tied on very well. And so I went and wired that up better. And then that other little calf was out. Got back in the zone though, it's pretty easy, so no complaints. Now this stuff, they just don't eat this grass. Oh, tripping me. See if I can find you a better example. Get some more walking in. I should have known I was going to be doing a bunch of walking. Didn't need to get that walk this morning. Should just come straight out here. My sister told me to take a walk at least once a day. I try to do it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, so that's what I do. Yeah, so here's a good example. You can see these flowers I've been trying to kill off, and notice how the cows don't eat them. They don't touch them. It's because they don't like them because they're poisonous. So it's a good thing they're still there. Anyway, so you can see this stuff is all real tall, right? I mean, this is, I'll show you my crotch here. That's the top of my belt right there. That's where the top of that seed head is. But when you get down in here, the actual grass that the cows like, it's cut off short. This is finger tall, so whatever that is, 2.5, 3 inches. So it could be worse. They could have eaten it all the way to the ground and killed the grass. So I'm not too late, but I think I'm about 2, maybe 3 days late on this move. So, yeah, okay. It is what it is. Not much I can do about it. There's a few spots I've noticed that are a little bit taller. And they might backgraze this a little bit. I'm not really sure how much forage is in it over here for them, so. Yeah, we'll find out in a few days. Keep an eye on them. I have a feeling I'm going to be off work for a while, so I'll have plenty of time to get out here and watch them, I guess. Silver linings. My parents came and brought me some food, Gatorade and stuff like that. We were talking about it, and they were like, really? Garrett, of all people? They live over by Tulsa. I got a sister that lives in Tulsa. What's your deal, dude? Jeez. Looks like he's got pink eye too. In both eyes, that's uncommon. With them not seeing real well, I might be able to grab a hold of him. So he's walking over here kind of the wrong direction. Anyway, my youngest sister's a nurse that works in a COVID ward in a hospital, so ironic that living out here in the middle of nowhere by myself, the most socially distanced person in the family, and yet I'm the first one that gets COVID. Possibly. Don't know that yet. It'd be kind of ironic though if that's the case. Yeah. Let me see about bringing some antibiotics out here and taking care of this. I might be able to get a hold of him. And that number 18. Watch, he's going to run right into my four-wheeler. Nope, he missed it. Alright. Doesn't look like he's seeing very well though. I don't know. I'm really in no shape to be wrestling calves. If I can catch them easy though. Catch them's the hard part. Requires a lot of running that I can't do right now. Maybe get some antibiotics and needles and we'll see what I can do. Oh my goodness. That was a fight. Oh. I got him though. I was able to rope him with a lariat. Got his feet tied. Lost my hat. Okay. Where'd I leave my four-wheeler? Find the hat later. I gotta find that, get medicine in it before he escapes. Feisty. Jesus. I think he must weigh 200 pounds. Ripped the knee out of my pants. Oh. Four-wheeler's over here somewhere. Don't try to bulldog calves when you can't breathe. Anyway, I got number 14 already. The other one, he was easier. He got up against the fence. I was able to just grab him, throw him down. This one, he was out in the middle. Oh man. And where's my four-wheeler? And so I had to, I got that rope around him. Not very good at roping calves. That's actually the first time I've been successful. Oh, there it is. Alright, I gotta be quick because he could still escape. I'm not very good at tying them either. I gotta go find my favorite hat. That was a little too much. Shouldn't have tried to do that today, but I kind of had to. If they go blind completely, there's nothing you can do about it. They're just blind. It makes them real hard to work, and they're useless in the cell. So I didn't have a lot of choice. I really had to treat those two. I said first one, number 14, wasn't so bad. He ran up against a fence, the panel fence. They can't get through it, and I was able to just grab him and flip him over on his side, and I had a rope for his feet in my back pocket. This one kind of the same way, but I had to catch him with the lasso. So he was out here in the middle, just right out here. Look at that. You see all this area here? What are we looking at? All this? That was me getting stomped into the dirt by oh, I may need that inhaler when I get back. I'm gonna sit here for just a minute, even though it's hot out here in the sun. Catch my breath. I'm a little bit lightheaded after that. Then I'm gonna go take a cool shower, probably some more Tylenol. So I got a feeling my fever's gonna be back any minute now. And I'm a little bit overdue on my antibiotics. My grandpa's calling. Let's see what he's up to. Sunday evening, out for my second walk. Still running a slight fever. I took Tylenol a little while ago, but I'd eaten recently, so maybe just full stomach, it's taking longer to get in. I don't know. I figured I'd go ahead and go for a walk. It's 88 degrees out here. Can you guys see this? Probably not. I have goosebumps. I don't think it's actually, well, I don't know. I'm not a good judge of temperature right now because I'm a little bit feverish. So we're gonna walk. This will be just a little short one. I got plenty of exercise earlier, but figured I'd take you guys along. I never did tell you what that other video that I was gonna post was, so I guess I'll just tell you now. But I'm gonna do, I'm thinking about it anyway, just doing what I want to call weekend review videos. And so basically, most of the time throughout the week, everything's pretty routine. The big projects that are interesting that I want to show you guys, I do on the weekends. But sometimes, like this week, getting out here every day after work and doing spraying and stuff like this, I've got a bunch of video footage of doing that. And I have a little bit of that from yesterday. So anyway, I have a bunch of stuff on that. So I'm going to make probably just one big long video, and I think it's probably going to be like a 45-minute long video. So if you guys don't want to watch a 45-minute long video, then don't. You won't hurt my feelings. But if you think it's interesting, or if it's good content, or whatever, if you like it, watch it. And you don't have to watch it all at once. You don't have to watch it at all, like I said. But that's the way those are going to be, though. It'll just be a longer video, just kind of the bulk stuff that I do throughout the week, if there's anything interesting that I did. And if not, then sometimes there's just a couple little things, and I roll those into the beginning of the Sunday Funday video series. So thinking about starting doing those, just because every once in a while, like this week, big projects that I'm working on all week, and a lot of times that stuff's weather dependent, so I can't wait for the weekend. Or I've got other stuff that I need to do on the weekend that's higher priority for the weekend. It's going to take longer. I need like a 10-hour stretch to get it done, working cows or something like that. I just can't do that after work. But I can go knock out one pasture at a time every day after work, and then by the time the weekend rolls around, I'm ready for my big projects. And so, like I say, anytime I have something like that, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'll just shoot a whole bunch of video of it and show it all together in one big long video, and we'll post it that way. And if nobody watches it, I might break it up into like little 15-minute segments or something. But I don't know, it's just time's short. I got a lot of stuff to do, so I don't have time to be editing like 7 YouTube videos a week. It'd probably be more than that, honestly, normally, not this week. But anyway, this is the end of this one. Tomorrow I should get my test results back for the COVID test. So hopefully it's a Mondays are okay video and not a Monday suck video. We'll see. But either way, I won't be at work because I'm still sick. I'm still quarantined until I get the results of those tests back. So tomorrow for sure I'm not going to work, and hopefully they get those tests back. So anyway, wish me luck, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.